Hi Aquarius, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Aquarius, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Hermit card. So the Hermit card, whenever this card shows up, I always say to people, your high priestess, your own inner high priestess has a message for you. The Hermit is what you do when your intuition is trying to get a message across to you, but you're just not quite hearing it. So this is a time where this week you might feel like pulling away from the world in some regard. This might be a week where you're feeling to be a little bit more private, where you're feeling to work on whatever it is that you're keeping close to your chest. This may also be a time where you're really starting to formulate an idea about something. This might be something that you've been working on for some time, or maybe it's like a realization that comes to you through a lot of really deep thought. This would be a great week to do some meditation. It would be a really good week to do some form of mindfulness. And for those of you that are looking, this may very well be a week where a teacher arrives for you. You know, when they say that when the student is ready, the teacher will arrive. This very much feels like one of those weeks. So if you've been asking the universe for support, if you've been asking the universe for a teacher or for somebody to help facilitate the next part of what you're trying to do or trying to start, this week some help or assistance comes in, which is great. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. For your actions and options, you have the Queen of Swords. So this week, I urge you, my dear Aquarians, I know what a lot of you are going to say, this is not a week to fight yourself, and it's also a week where if you are if you're an Aquarian, sun, moon or ascendant, it doesn't really matter, you are prone to overthinking it. And this week, although deep thought, contemplation and meditation are going to be you know, powerful tools, overdoing it, or you know, you might even find that you become a little bit argumentative this week, and so the way that you're received is maybe not necessarily the way that you mean it. So utilizing more of this and getting out of your head, because it is you this week, I'm sorry to say, and that includes me, which is one of the reasons that I disabled the comments on my videos this week. I know myself, I know the transits that are taking place this week, and I looked at this and I thought, I know myself well enough, so you know what, I'm gonna practice what I preach, I'm gonna step back, I'm gonna take a minute and let that kind of do its thing. And more importantly, I'm going to use the knowledge that I have to my advantage. So that's why nobody can comment this week. So I don't have to get into that space, right? I'm fully aware of who I am and, you know, what my buttons are and stuff. So, you know, I'm being mindful of this for myself as well. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Four of Cups and you've got this with the Hermit card. I really feel that this is a teacher. This is a teacher, a master, somebody that is going to be able to assist you. I gotta be honest, I don't feel that this is somebody that you will be looking for. I feel like they're either just gonna turn up, or somebody may say something to you and then suddenly you think, this is it, it's this person. This is the person that I'm supposed to be learning with right now. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, yours may be, I mean, we're Aquarians, when isn't it? But yours may be either the unpopular opinion this week. It will come good. Like whatever your opinion is that is unpopular this week, it will be proven to be right. It will be proven to be the way that things actually are. You will have that moment, which is wonderful. But when I see it like this, there is a part of me that wonders, like, I just kind of feel like if you're in academia this week, you might be pleasantly surprised in about a month, so not this week, but in about a month, when you realize, I'm glad I stuck to my guns, because this is the reason why. If you're employed by somebody else, this could be some form of fast tracking. So, you know, this could be a boss or a superior, or maybe even just your company in general comes to you and says, look, we want you to take some form of course or study. We want you to gather new skills or new knowledge. There's a part of this with that Queen of Swords. If it's not for you, find a diplomatic way to say so, because it looks like you might be a little bit harsh in the, like, no, why would I do that? So temper that. When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, this is taking something back to the drawing board, or something back to basics. It's like something's needing to be readjusted here, maybe because of the Mercury retrograde, but whatever it is that you are doing this week, there's an element of you, it's like you're looking at it and thinking, you know what, I just need to strip this back. It doesn't need the whistles and bells. When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, sometimes getting out of our age bracket, you know, it's normal. We usually hang around with people that are our age, or certainly at least at a certain level of our own maturity. But sometimes getting out of that rut or out of that circle gives us the different or the new perspective that we need in order to see things from a different viewpoint. Now, I realize I'm saying that to an Aquarian person, but, you know, we are a fixed sign after all, and a fixed air sign, which means sometimes the ideas that we hold can be really, really rigid or really ingrained into, like, no, it has to be this way. Does it though? For your love and relations, you've got the Three of Pentacles. Aquarius. Hard for teacher. I mean, not me, like, I haven't got any teachers at the moment, but like, red cheeks. This could be a week where you are, for those of you that are single, you could be, you know, there could be somebody that is either your intellectual equal. It could be maybe a new teacher comes into your life in some way and you find them really attractive. There's obviously sparks there. There's something about this, like, it might be an instant attraction. It might be, I never usually would find this sort of person attractive, but there's something about them that I can't stop thinking about, and vice versa. It's a potential. It really, really is. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, your partner is challenging your personal status quo in some way. I think this is a partner is likely to maybe you have a rigid idea and your partner says something to you that really forces you to understand or to look at where maybe your viewpoint needs to adapt, or it's too far ingrained. I feel like this could be either some advice that a partner's giving you that you're reluctant to take, or some kind of input that you get that doesn't, it's like it pushes a button and you don't really realize why until it's really sort of blatant and staring you in the face. Be mindful of that, because this week in terms of all forms of communication could get a bit fiery. For your money and materials, you have the Temperance card. Okay, so doing some alignment work when it comes to the resources this week. And with that Four of Cups, I actually feel that this could be some sort of blessing, some sort of financial abundance that comes in for you as a result of hard work or efforts that you've already put in. And also there's this sense here that you're detaching yourself from a specific outcome. It's like, you know what, I don't have the time, the energy, or the wherewithal, or the whatever at this moment to worry about what the outcome is going to be. I'll focus on this, and whatever that result is going to be is going to be. Another way that this could show up for you is an opportunity may come in, but it might be, maybe it's an unpopular thing. Maybe, you know, this is, I'm just trying to think like of a good example, but I can't really think of one. This could be, I don't know, you know, let's say your friend messages you and say, look, you know what, we need I don't know, people to work on the door of the bar. Are you interested? I mean, I know here in the UK you have to have like a specific license to do that now, but you know, all of that kind of stuff. There's something here that suggests it might be like you're doing something for money that is unpopular, or maybe you get stick from an old teacher of some kind because of what you're doing, and that kind of rings true for me at this moment in time. Although, to be honest with you, at this point I really don't fucking care. I'm so far beyond adapting and adjusting myself to be liked. I really don't need it. Nobody does, to be quite frank. That being said, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, for some of you, you could be seeing a health specialist this week. And I would advise you to, with the Hermit card and the Temperance card. This would be somebody that really is a specialist at what they do, somebody that's very good in their specific field. And then when it comes to your home and environment, there are shake-ups going on there, which you guys know. All right, we're off the back of eclipse season at this point. It's only a couple of weeks ago, and we are still, now these are the times where we're going to start to see what was set into motion there. But with that Temperance card, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some form of drama in or around the home. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a wonderful week. Take care, and I will see you soon.